Hi guys, Top Pops here, and today we're over at the flea market because I want to buy a Funko Pop at every single booth that sells them, so let's get started! Alright, so we ran into the first booth that has Pops, and there are some pretty interesting ones. The first thing that I found was an out-of-box Snuffleupagus, and I do already have this one. I'm only buying one Pop per booth, so if they have others, I'll get something different. And the other one that I found so far is this Mech Strike Venom. At the same booth, they also have a wall of Lego, and Nate wanted me to pick up a couple things, so we'll show you those when we get back to the office. I ran into my second booth with a couple Pops, and I wanted to show them off before I figure out which one I'm going to be purchasing. And let's start with this one up here, which is one from Doctor Who. It's out of box, but it's still a pretty cool figure. And then I also noticed down here they've got the Ultron versus Sigma for 20, which I believe I had in the collection at one point, so we're going to be looking for something else today. Oh, and then you know what, guys? Also down here they've got some Dorbs, as well as some of the ones from Descendants, and then, yeah, nothing crazy, but there is some stuff. Now, this booth actually has two sides to it, and on the other side they had a couple Pocket Pops, as well as some out-of-box ones down here. Some pretty interesting stuff. Especially this one here from Bendy and the Ink Machine. It is definitely a weird Pop. All right, we're at another booth, and I think you guys can tell where we are. We're over at King Dave's Collectibles, and also he did want me to mention, if you say you've seen the videos, he'll give you a good deal. And now I guess let's look around. We're probably gonna get more than one Pop here. Even though the goal is to pick up one Pop per booth, I never said I couldn't get more than one. And I figured we would start over in this cabinet here, because this is where a lot of the more expensive figures are, and you usually find some pretty unique ones. Like this here, guys, the Anakin Skywalker, Yoda, and Obi-Wan on Endor, which is a sick 3-pack. And then on the side here, guys, they've got more figures like this classic Rocketeer. What a good one. And then over on the far side of the cabinet, I am noticing some pretty crazy ones, like both Jay and Silent Bob, as well as Lamont and Fred Sanford. And then up here, I see both of these superhero Stan Lees. Not chrome, but still really neat. And I just noticed, guys, that this one here is limited to 1,500 pieces. I had no clue. And now here's a lot of the newer figures as well. And I noticed over here they've got like the Carl and Ellie with balloon card, as well as Doomsday, and a bunch of the art series figures, like some really nice ones. And even this one here, which I've never seen before. It's a pretty nice Goofy. And now you guys know I am a huge fan of Star Wars, so let's take a look through here to see if there's any maybe blue box ones that I'm missing, or just like any interesting ones in general. Doesn't look like it today. And now before we get out of the booth, I did end up picking up a figure, and it was right here. I think you guys know what it is. All right, so we're out of King Dave's Collectibles, and we came over to the booth next door, and they've got a lot of Funko Pops as well, so let's see what we're gonna pick up. And I guess we'll take a look at this section first, because there's a lot of like superheroes as well as comic book stuff, and there's also some Arrested Development up here. You don't see those very often. Oh, and then also over here, guys, there's some interesting figures, especially these animation ones, and I was looking at the Grunkle Stan here. Ooh, the box isn't in great condition, but this would be a cool one to pick up today. It's just too bad about the crunch on the top. And now you guys know I love to look in the cabinet here to see what blue box figures they've got this week, and it looks like a lot of the ones we saw last time, but still some really, really nice ones. And now, guys, I didn't even know, but there's actually another side of this booth with a lot more characters, and I mean like a lot more. And one that I'm really liking is that one up there, guys, another blue box one, the Snowy Chewbacca. I do not have that one. That could be a good one today. I came across a booth with a lot of die-cast cars, and then I noticed in the corner here a Batman vs. Superman Funko Pop. Let's get it. I ran into a booth that did not have Pops last time we were here, and there's a lot of older Star Wars ones like that K-3PO over there, as well as I noticed, where did it go? The Gamorrean Guard, as well as that Snowtrooper down on the bottom. Okay, now that I got that Snowtrooper, I am officially out of fingers. Okay, so now we're over at the Retro Nostalgic booth, and I gotta ask you, I'm picking a Pop from every single booth. What are you thinking here? I'll let you pick.
Yeah, I think, just because we're retro nostalgic.
Sure.
You gotta go with the retro toy.
Ooh.
You gotta go with one of the retro toys.
That's a good option. I do like those.
Which color do you think?
I'm a big fan of blue. Let's go the Blue Bomber.
Blue, I like it.
Okay, cool. Alright, so we are now back from the flea market, and let's go through everything that we got. But before we do that, I want to thank today's sponsor, Whatnot. If you guys don't know, Whatnot is an app where you can buy, sell, and auction off your collectibles. And if you guys are subscribed to the channel, you've probably seen a couple of my videos where I actually go on and buy stuff from their auctions. It is a lot of fun, and you can usually get some pretty good deals. And so if you guys want to check out Whatnot, I will have it linked in the description down below. And if you go through my link, you can actually get $10 off your first purchase, which is practically a free Funko Pop. And now let's get into the first bag, which is going to be the Lego. And these are the two that I picked up for Nate today. We got the Carbon Freezing Chamber, definitely a weird one, as well as this one here, guys, the Droid Gunship, and it looks like both of these things are sealed. And something that I did find kind of interesting about these sets is the years that they released, because they tell you on the bottom, this one here released in 2016, when this one wasn't too long ago, back in 2019. And one minifigure that I've never seen before is Ugnaught inside of this older one. If you guys want to check check it out. Here it is. And then also, if you guys want to take a look at this bigger set here, it really has some crazy figures with even a Wookiee inside and Yoda. Sorry, I just noticed him. And so Nate, if you're watching, I will definitely be keeping these safe until you pick them up. And now for the pops, I think we're going to try to go in order the best I can because we did get a lot of stuff today. And I think the first things would be the out-of-box pops. So I picked up Snuffleupagus, and then I also picked up this Batman here. This one here on the bottom says it's from 2016, and I did a little bit of research. I do already have it in the collection, so by research, I mean I went to go check the boxes. It's from Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. And then for Snuffleupagus, I've really been enjoying this figure for a while, and I wanted to take it out of the box, but I also want to keep the box in nice condition, so it was perfect that I found one today, and I'll probably be displaying this in my room instead of down here in the office. And now let's see what's next here. I think I'm gonna do, let's do the Star Wars ones. And I did end up getting 3 of them today, with the first one here being R2, R9, and then I also got the Chewbacca Hoth, and then there was one more, which was this exclusive Snowtrooper. And I'll be honest, I don't exactly know why I said exclusive to just the Snowtrooper, because all of these are exclusives. And the cool thing about these characters is that they're actually helping me complete sets, because now with the Snowtrooper, I've got the Boba Fett prototype as well as the Snowtrooper, so all I need now is Yoda Spirit and the Imperial Guard. And I'm surprised I haven't picked up either of those figures yet, but if you want to check out the entire set, there they are on the back of the box, and they were all exclusive to Walgreens. And it's funny, I didn't notice this till I brought it home, but this is one of the last troopers, I guess you could say, because there's Stormtroopers, Snowtroopers, all of them, where it has the circle eyes instead of the proper shape, which I don't really enjoy, but it also has that classic Funko feel, so there's a little bit of love there. And then when it comes to the Chewbacca Hoth, this actually completed my set because there was 4 of them that was exclusive to GameStop a couple years ago, actually more than a couple years ago, 2015. And looking on the back here, I now have all of them with R2-B1, Han Solo Hoth, the Chewbacca Hoth, as well as Figrin Dan. So it's cool that I finally got to complete it. And I know that it doesn't actually say GameStop exclusive on the front, it's got the Underground Toys exclusive, but this is actually where you would have bought it if you were in the UK, and they don't have GameStop in the UK. And then this one here, guys, the R2-R9 was actually from, I believe it would have been San Diego Comic-Con a bunch of years ago. Actually very similar to the other one, I believe back in, like, I want to say 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. And I have been slowly trying to get as many astromech droids as I can, so I think it's cool to have this one in the collection with a pretty decent box. And you know what, looking on the back of this box, I have every single one of the common figures in the set with Luke Skywalker, Hoth, Bosk, Emperor Palpatine, Hammerhead, Biker Scout, and the Wampa, and I even have a bunch of exclusives to go along with the set. With this one right here, R2-R9 being one of them. And now let's see what's next here. I think we're gonna go on to these figures over here, and I did end up getting one pricey one. We'll save that till the end. And the one that I want to show you guys next is this one right here, the Batman vs. Superman Batman. And I don't actually know if I have this one in the collection, but I do try to get every single Batman I possibly can, so I probably do. I just have to check. And even if I do have it in the collection, I know Noah is a big fan of Batman, so I'll probably just be able to give it to him. He could put it in his collection, no biggie. And you know what, now that I think about it, I did pick up the Gamma Green 2-pack, so I probably have the common as well, because they came out around the same time. And then you guys saw this one because I picked it out with Retro Nostalgic together. This one here is the Blue Bomber, which I do already have in the collection, but I figured I'd pick out like a $10 figure because, hey, who cares? It's still a good one. And I think the last time I talked about these was back in 2020 when they first released, so we can still talk about them a little bit today. And this one here is part of the Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and there was a red one and a blue one. I decided to go for the blue one though. And also, I really do enjoy the back of the box where it's got the red rocker as well as Blue Bomber, almost like they're battling in the ring. It's pretty nice. And now everybody, let's get into the big kahuna for today, La Piece de Resistance. Hold on, pause for effect, pause for effect, pause for effect, it's stuck in the bag! Superhero Stan Lee! And this is a figure that I do not see in person very often, so when I saw it over at King Dave's Collectibles, I definitely had to pick it up, especially with our video a little while ago reacting to the chrome versions of these. I thought it was pretty fitting. And it was actually really nice of him because he also gave me a hard stack to go along with it. And let's take a look at this figure. I don't know if I'm going to take it out of the box yet, but I do want to take a look at it outside of the hard stack. And this really is a nice one. And also the box seems to be in really great condition. Like, I'm not seeing anything wrong with it. And if you guys want to take a look at the back of the box, there are also some other versions to go along with this one. The silver one, gold one, red suit, which we did see today, and then this question mark one down here, which is the chrome versions. And because the chrome ones are way too expensive, and I'm probably never going to be able to add them to the collection because they are going for like $20,000, something crazy like that, I figured the non-chrome chrome variant was good enough. And also, for anybody wondering, this is now my third Stan Lee figure in the collection, and I think it was a pretty good one to add to it. And well, anyways, guys, there you go. That is everything for today. And let me know in the comment section below, what is a figure that you would have picked up from the flea market, because we looked at a lot of them today. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been an episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.
Dripping like a school. On a forward school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 full thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with. And she calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Slow. Like my lashes.